But, you know, we can't poll people's hearts and we can't see into people's hearts. And so when we're looking at these polls and we're looking at who is voting for Trump, you've got 53% of white women that voted for him in 2020. We've got to reach those women. We've got to reach those ridiculous, crazy black men that did vote for Trump. We've got to reach those people. We've got to reach the Cuban men in Miami that overwhelmingly voted for Trump. I don't know what their hearts look like, but I know what their votes
But I'm not
like.
talking, just, you know, I'm not speaking to people's hearts, and I am sunshine and rainbows, but I'm not Pollyanna in this world. What I'm speaking to is when you resonate with someone's heart, and Kamala has a good heart. Alyssa and I were speaking after she was here, and one thing Alyssa finished with is, regardless of how someone answers the questions or how they perform or how they navigate it, her empathy resonates. She is a good person at the end of the day. So what I'm saying is I do trust the good in humanity in how they vote. When you look at stop putting on black and white policy and paper. Like, what does this stand?
I was listening to a live stream that Kid Gravity just recently did, and he opened up with this clip right here, and I said I gotta find this clip because I have to say something about this. And it's funny because Kid Gravity opened up that same clip in that live stream in the same fashion that I probably would have had it been my live. But since I'm not going live about it, but I'm still talking about this clip, I'm going to open it up in the same exact way that he did by saying this. Sonny Hostin, you... Now that I got that out of the way, let's get into it. So you just saw this clip right here from The View, where Sonny Hostin is basically talking about we need to galvanize all these voters and all this, that, and the third. Mind you, I'm recording this video on October 14, 2024. I'm not exactly sure when this was taped for The View, but it could not have been too far away from the date that I'm recording this video. It had to be within the last week or so. So you're talking about they are making this conversation less than a month before the election actually kicks in, and they're literally scrambling. They are in panic mode right now. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They are running around here like a chicken with its head cut off, getting ready to be led to the slaughter. But she sat up there and she said that we need to galvanize these people. We need to worry about, you know, getting white women and all this, that, and the third. But when she got to black men, and it's a reason why I screenshot it and you see that picture right there, because I wanted people to pay attention that it wasn't only just what she said, but how she said it and the look she had when she said it. She said that we need to work on these ridiculous, crazy black men that voted for Trump. Notice that when she was talking about white women and Hispanic people or Hispanic men, she didn't give them a label. She didn't call white women ridiculous or crazy. She didn't call Hispanic men ridiculous or crazy. But when she talked about black men in particular, she called them ridiculous and crazy and made this spooky looking face. I don't know if this is her Halloween face or whatever, because it is October. But she made this face when she said it as if it was a scolding face. And that's why I said if looks could kill. She not only said what she said about black men, but the tone in which she said it in too as well. She almost sounded like she was exhausted when she said it. She said, these ridiculous and crazy black men. And the face that she made when she said it, opposed to how she referred to it with white women and Hispanic men, which was more in a normal tone for her. That lets you know her venom, her animus was toward black men in particular. And this goes back to what we've been saying. Black men in particular have been the target of these shills for the last week or two leading up to this election. I hope this video gets out before the election. You know, I might have to do a blitz where if the week before the election comes or leading up to the week of, I might have to like shove all these political based videos that I have before the 5th rolls around. But it just shows you how scared they are right now. But the fact of the matter is, none of you had any policy or anything in place or any plan to come to talk to black men. But the minute you saw black men starting to pivot away, even so slightly, the best way you could feel you could come at black men was to attack them. The best way you felt you could come at black men was to berate them. The best way you could come at black men was feeling like you can just straight up insult them, and that would just be okay, and that will be somehow, some way, a way to guide black men back into whatever it is that y'all got going on. And see, the thing is, they're realizing what they're also scared of is that black men are making sense, and that it's starting to seep into the ether, into the mind of black women, who is their, as they call it, the backbone. And I never like this phrasing, the backbone of the Democratic Party. And they don't like that. That's another thing that they don't like. They hate it with a passion. And this is a way that they feel that they can come at and attack black men in whatever way and context. I mean, you had Magic Johnson do it. You had Barack Obama do it. A former sitting president do it. I mean, he kind of did it when he was sitting. You have all these shills. You have Sonny Hostin. All of them literally attacking black men. It is October 14, 2024 at the time of me recording this video. We are about 2.5 weeks away from the time of me recording this of this election coming, and hopefully it can go as fast as, you know, it can go as fast as it can, because I am so, this is why I keep telling people I'm so over this election. This is why. This right here, well, not just the only reason, but it's so many more. I am so done with this election. This is why I keep telling people I go after the shills. That's why I do it. This is why I do it. Yeah, I can sit up here and talk about Kamala Harris all day. I can sit up here and talk about Donald Trump all day, but that gets boring. Bring me the shills, please and thank you. Those are the ones that are the absolute worst. When I asked people months ago who was worse between the grifter and their supporters, I'm gonna ask the same thing here. Who was worse? Who between the candidate and the shill? It should definitely be the shill. I know I shouldn't speak for the collective, but damn it, I'm going to do it today. It's the shill. Just like it's the supporter of the grifter, in this case, it's the shill. They are the absolute worst. They make their candidates look absolutely detestable with the stuff that comes out of their mouths. And Sonny Hostin, oh, it's fun. I'm not surprised with this with Sonny Hostin, because remember I did the live talking about how they put up that hit piece on or out there about Chris Brown. It hasn't come out yet, but by the time y'all see this, the documentary should be out there on the ID channel or whatever it's going to be on. They put down Sonny Hostin as hosting some kind of discussion after it premieres. Go figure. So she's going to host a panel or discussion on a hit piece about a black man, and she's sitting up here on The View calling black men ridiculous and crazy if they vote for Donald Trump. Again, keep this in mind, y'all. She mentioned white women, black men, and Hispanic men. 2 of the 3 people that she mentioned did not get the ridiculous and crazy label, even though those are the 2 groups right there that would outvote black men by a huge margin for Donald Trump. Now, put that in your pipe and smoke it, Sonny. I find it very interesting. I find that very, very interesting, because white women would heavily surpass black men in voting for Trump, and so would Hispanic men, or Hispanic people in general would heavily surpass black men. Black men represent a very, very, very small margin of people who would vote for 45. And guess what, Sonny? If they want to vote for 45 again, let them. That is their choice. This is why I don't want to take it there, but I have to. This is exactly why that gender war crap continues to circulate. This is why. When you say shit like this, and Sonny, you're not even FBA, so I don't know why the you are inserting yourself into our business anyway. Didn't when they did your ancestry, aren't you the descendant of colonizers in some capacity? So you have no room to talk to us in any tone. None. You have no dog in our fight nor our plight. So stay your ass over on The View, talk about whatever it is over there, and keep black men's name out your mouths. As a matter of fact, keep black people's name out your mouth. You have no right, none, to sit up there and grandstand and tell black men what they should and should not be doing, calling us ridiculous and crazy because of how we vote. Mind your goddamn business.